Well, hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Woo, woo. I'm in a good mood. But that won't last long. Just kidding. I'm in a good mood until the wrong person comes out here and bothers me. Minding my own motherfucking business. But positivity, positivity, preach positivity. Fucking retards. And that's another thing. That's what I wanted to talk about that I was thinking about earlier. Like, that one of the reasons I really don't want to go to that fucking adult daycare, you know? And I don't have to. I can't wait to get the bus pass because they get on my nerves. I don't want to do what they're doing. Bye. Sayonara. Take the bus. What, you don't want me in program anymore? Okay. Thank you very much. I only did that for the case management. That's it. Like she said. So, I mean, yeah, I don't want to be bored in the house. But if I have a bus pass, I won't be bored in the house. So, this is just temporary. But I got the one-on-one therapy, which I don't fucking need either. So, I can fire that too. Like, I don't have to do any of this shit. Just what I want to do, you know? I'm free. But, Alexandra Robinson, she's on Facebook. We're not Facebook friends, just like she comes to the fucking door thinking she's going to say hi to me. I said, we're not friends. And she's lucky I was that nice. Then she want to get all scared, think I'm going to do something to her. What the fuck, did I do something to you the first time, bitch? I ain't going to jail for you. Fucking disgusting little retard. She acts fucking retarded. She can maintain. I lived with her. She just wants to be like the center of attention. Poor me, victim, victim, victim. She fucking whacked me on a fucking with a shovel, a rusty fucking nasty ass shovel, sliced me open, and continued to whack me with blood on the fucking floor, gushing on the floor. When this other girl, Jennifer, came to me and put, pressed on my knee with the fucking rag and cleaned up the blood. So what the fuck? Please. She thinks I'm gonna forgive her. That fucking group was the worst. And Millennium, John's an asshole. He deserves what he gets. All of them do. Millennium sucked ass. And all of them fucking suck. But this one looks a little bit better. Meaning, like, maybe a little more compassion by some of the people, like, that work there. Most of the people that worked at Millennium, they shouldn't even been hired, you know? Of course, because John, Mr. GQ, fucking lying on me, saying I fucking threatened his life because I wanted to leave the program, and I told him it sucked that I was out of there and no more fucking group therapy for me. I was in the art room with some fucking idiot running group. I said, go back to college, you cunt. Just like I told this other therapist that she ends up running the trauma or whatever after the good lady over the trauma. I didn't want to relive all my fucking trauma. I'm good. I'm out. I'm done with this one too. That was voluntary as well. Just like some of this was voluntary. All that shit's voluntary. If I'm not court ordered, bitch, shut the fuck up. So, and even if I'm court ordered, shut the fuck up. But, that cunt, that mousy cunt, I told her in Broward Millennium, because I was tired of her bullshit group too, and she's like, we're there on time, why can't she be there on time? And then she tells us, oh, just 1 minute, and it's like fucking only 15 minutes later, she's still not there. Then she wants to give us fucking wheelchair yoga, thinking that knowing it's going to piss me off, And I told her, I knew you bought your fucking diploma, or your daddy did. So, whatever. Then I'm apologizing just because I have to save face because I'm going to go there some more. Not because I fucking was really sorry. I'm tired of saying sorry when I'm not sorry. Or yes when I mean no. And everybody tells me, focus on yourself. And I'm working on it. I'm a people pleaser. But not anymore. I'm not really a people pleaser. I'm just kind. Too kind. Too generous. Not anymore. I'm fucking broke. And another fucking eye left when I shouldn't be. If fucking I fucked over my sister, everybody fucks me over. So screw everybody. I don't even like people anymore because they all suck. Including the ones that are supposedly there for you, So, I'm on my own, and I don't need to worry about anybody else. Do the right thing. You do the fucking right thing, bitch. And I already told him, I said, if that bitch doesn't, I'm gonna scream. Like, if she fucking comes near me, I'm gonna scream loud, I don't give a fuck. If she touches me, I'll knock the bitch out. She doesn't know who she's fucking with. She thinks she's psycho. So, that being said, that's enough fucking conversation about that. Or thought in my head. Damn cockroach. So yeah, that's about it. Other than that, I can handle the rest. It's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be pretty. I can just imagine what's gonna happen. I was already stuck there long enough on Friday. I don't know, man. I might just say, you know what? Forget the intake. Forget all of it. I'm done. I think that's what I'm gonna say because, well, I have to do the fucking intake. I think for her to be case manager. I don't really know. I gotta ask her on Sunday because after the time I've had here, like regrouping and learning the ropes of exactly where the fuck I'm at, it feels like a third world country. Actually, it feels like fucking Cuba, communist. But you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna fucking uh let petty, stupid ass bullshit rent space in my head. You know, yesterday was fucking stupid in the evening. I'm like, are you fucking shitting me? And I was the one who asked her and told her what we were missing, what we needed. You know, a lot of times, all of a sudden, I'm a fucking snitch. What? Because I'm doing the right thing, and a lot of people here aren't. Because I'm new, and then somebody wants to tell me that I'm the baby of the group, or what the fuck are you talking about? I ain't no fucking baby. I'm 47, among other things. You know, they want to sleep their lives away. They don't have no desire, motivation, ambition, like for a future. Most of them, all of them, they're just doing the same shit they did before they got into this predicament or whatever, or how they got into this predicament. Like the ones that are prison and shit. You know, some are on the right track, some aren't. I don't really get it, and I don't really fucking give a shit or care. Like they said, focus on yourself, and I am. But I have compassion and empathy, a little too much empathy, and I hate fucking sympathizing for people. You know, they don't sympathize for me, and I don't want to be pitied either. And I'm not, and I shouldn't pity anybody, right? Pity is not it's not a compliment. It's not a good thing to be pitied. Right now, like I told her, I said, when I get my shit straight and I'm no longer dependent, then this wouldn't be an issue. You know, it won't be an issue because it's like everybody has fucking attitude, but then you can't really, like they say some text messages you can't tell what the people, like, excuse me, like it's better to have a conversation so you can understand what they're coming from. And I'm like, I don't necessarily agree with that, but maybe for some things. So it's like I'll say something, I'll word it a certain way, and then it comes out wrong, it's perceived wrong or whatever, or the attitude that I get back, then I'm like having to be like all nice, you know, polite and switch it up, you know. And the fucking order that I was waiting all day for yesterday that she told me she'd get because I'm having my gastritis is off the charts. I don't have my medicine yet. The PCP appointment hasn't been scheduled yet. You know, all this shit takes time. You know, and I really need my medicine so I can ingest certain foods because the shit they got here isn't shit that I can eat. Like I ended up eating sloppy Joe last night. I can't eat that shit, but I love it. And if I'm gonna eat ground beef with grease, I'm gonna eat what I like until I can't no more. You know, and that's another thing too. Like, supposedly somebody gives one or two people or whoever gives all their fucking food stamps. Okay, well that's their dumbass, not me. And that's because they like being catered to, not me. I cook my own fucking food, and I have people that I'm responsible for outside of here, not just me. That I share with, that I take care of, that want better. You know. And even then, it's mine. Like, why the fuck am I gonna give all my shit when it's not required? I've done that before with fucking Dr. Nicole. This isn't my first rodeo. I know how these places work. Bunch of greedy, stingy, selfish bitches, you know? And they want to, like, cause drama or dumb shit like who ate too much cheese or drank too much milk or soda. You have extra, you have money, and you have food stamps extra, so you can get your extra shit if it's that much of a big deal. So you never can go out with soda if you want an abundance of fucking soda. It's not that expensive. Go to Dollar Tree. Like, what the fuck? And Dawn, there's Dawn detergent. I was worried about the Dawn detergent. It's out. If they abuse it, oh well. I can buy my own fucking Dawn detergent. I can buy my own can opener. I can buy my own whatever the fuck I need. Once I get my fucking money, once I get on track, once I get my food stamps, you know. In the meantime, this is all just racking up debt. And like when I had the altercation with her, because I upset her because I text her too much or whatever the fuck. And I'm used to her being a therapist, and she's not a therapist anymore. She's a landlord and a case manager. So We had a good talk in the car, but it was not that good. And just like at Social Security. And I don't know if she's playing me or not, and I'll find out sooner or later, because my trust is really down because people keep fucking me, and fucking me over like my sister. I get like a text message from her or some shit, um, playing the victim again and blaming me. So you're mad at me because I left? You kicked me out anyways, and I wanted you to because I knew you would, and uh, I'm not gonna keep your fucking secrets and be neglected and abused. You know. On top of that, you want me to clean your fucking house and do all this shit that you're not doing, and while you're getting high on crystal meth and mushrooms, and all you care about is fucking your boyfriend. Come on, they're your kids, not mine. And when I moved her, oh, I've changed and this, that, and the other. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. And then little by little, it starts piling up, and me taking up her slack. Nobody did fucking dishes in that house ever. Maybe in the very beginning, and then at the end, Jaden wants to like attempt it, and Harold, oh, he's so fucking cute. I apologized to Jaden through text message, which was probably a waste of time, and I apologized to him through the phone through my friend that actually gave me like actually gives a shit and offered to give me $10 so I could get cigarettes because she knows and she understands that we relate a lot because we have similar diagnoses or whatever. But I don't know, like she's never had to have disability, and my sister talks shit about her because she's tough and she doesn't sugarcoat shit. Excuse me. and and she was emancipated at 15, and she did a lot of drugs, and it's like, what about you? Like, are you fucking serious? And she what was I gonna say? She just talks mad shit about her because she's taken care of by her husband, like it should be. Jealous much? It's like she actually has a good family. Like they go to church on Sundays. Her husband goes to fucking church. He forced her to get better. Like when it came to drugs, she was really hooked on Xanax, and at one point, and she there was a time when she didn't care about nobody, and she was like. She tells me about some story about some bitch that talked shit about her on Facebook that was in her house, and she's like, and she was putting the girl up, and she told the girl to get out, or she got there, so she hit her with a bat, and the girl didn't leave. The girl thought she was playing, and she hit her with a bat, and she's like that, and I love it. I'm like, gangsta, go for it, I don't know if I'd hit her with a bat, but I know I wanted to hit Jaylene with a bat. I wanted to take Jaylene by the hair and drag her down the stairs. I wanted to throw her down the stairs. I wanted to throw her off the loft. So I know the feeling. I wanted to drown her in our little pond of like the sewer backup and the fucking outside of the tire shop. That's the worst feeling ever, that level of hatred because somebody like hurts you so bad and doesn't give a fuck. And I'm not gonna go into a jealous rage and get sent to prison. That was hard. That was really fucking hard. Not to mention getting high with that cunt in the house, fucking my husband, or sucking his dick or whatever, or whichever one, or just knowing that any moment one could show up, And he wasn't even my husband, but we called each other that, And that's another mistake I made. Just like living with a guy before marriage is another mistake I made. But I don't want to get married and I don't want to live with any fucking guy ever again. And now I'm stuck living in the co-ed ILF again, which is not much better than Wiley's house. So, but I mean, it could be. No more negativity on my mental health, and I have to separate myself, and da 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 da. And I get it. I relate. I understand completely. But I don't have to deal with it if I don't want to. I have standards, and I will be paying for it. And that's what the whole conversation got started about is she want to get with me like, oh, well, you pay, you don't pay, I don't care. You say, I don't care. I did this, and you're seem so unappreciative. I did this and that for you. I didn't what the fuck you did for me because we didn't have no real conversation about it. You know, unappreciative, ungrateful. Me? Okay. Did you forget all the fucking group therapies and who the fuck I really am? And you don't know who I am because you only know what I say in therapy. You know, and I seen you kick somebody out that I didn't think should have been kicked out. Or no, not that I didn't think she shouldn't have been kicked out, but I felt sorry for her. You know, but business is business, right? Like if I don't pay the fucking rent, I'll be kicked out. If I don't go by the certain rules, I'll be kicked out. So why doesn't it apply to everybody else? And I told her, I'm like, what are you talking about? This is debt, like that I'm racking up. I am paying. You just don't have the money yet. You know, like throw that in my face. You know, like really, free? Nothing's fucking free. This isn't free. And I got people watching every fucking thing I do, and having a attitude about it, and talking shit behind my back or whatever. And I don't care about that either. No fucking privacy, and no respect, no manners. And so, like I've said before, I want to be like the guy on the scooter. The guy on the scooter here, he doesn't talk to nobody. He comes and goes, and from what I hear, he works. He just goes about his business, and that's exactly what I want to do. Because I'm always too friendly. And when I got here, I was going through it. I was vulnerable. I was at a really low point in my life, you know? And then when you're at a low point, people love to prey on you, you know? And they love to, like, twist the truth and manipulate the stories, you know? I haven't even been here a week. And I've already seen more than enough triggers. That's a miracle. I'm still not, I'm still clean. And that shit about masturbation, that wasn't funny. I made light of the situation. That wasn't funny. Literally, like 3 minutes later, after I asked you to not walk in on me, to give me some privacy. From now on, I know not to even think about masturbation if there's people in the house. Like the girls, if they're home, if they're at program, then maybe I could masturbate. But if not, I don't masturbate. I was super fucking hard up because Alex fucking, the third time we were intimate and I still don't get off. And it's not my fault because I tried really hard and I was close. That's fucking crazy, man. Selfishness, because he needed the rest and hustle. And that's right. I hate cookies. With cookies with somebody who really loves you, yeah, but a quickie with somebody who's selfish and a crackhead, no thanks, I'm good. And people hate it. You see their facial expression when you stand up for yourself and you say, no, this is how it is, not how you're telling me. You're going to tell me? No, I'm going to tell you. I asked her every fucking thing I could possibly think of before I moved here about the rules. Just like with my sister. And I went and did the right thing. I went to rehab first. So that I wouldn't come there looking all crazy and I would have something over my belt of some kind of like sobriety and recovery, And I saved my money up and I showed up there with like $600 something, which I had more, but that fucking airport is expensive. And I was stuck there because I missed my second flight for 4 hours. What the fuck was I gonna do? I ate. I ate so much at the airport, it wasn't funny. The first one, not really. I was trying to save money. And I spent too much on a fucking Starburst, Reese's peanut butter cups, a wrap that sucked, and some grapes or whatever. And I think I might have got like some kind of chips or whatever. And that was too much money. And I tipped the girl too. It's not fun traveling by yourself either. And it was my first time, my first experience. I was excited about it. I was nervous about it because I don't like flying. I'm afraid to fly. Excuse me. And I took 2 gas pills. Hopefully it'll help. That's all I have for like medicine as far as indigestion. So far it's not too bad because I've been doing better. But I really needed that order because I'd asked her for healthy stuff. Yogurt helps. It works good, And it's a good snack. It's a good meal. Especially when you're trying to lose weight. And I said, have a fresh fruit and yogurt. That's what I asked for. I told her what the house was missing, which was the first only thing I could think of was milk at the time. And then I noticed there was no butter when I tried to do the mashed potatoes, you know. I also mentioned laundry detergent because I have none. And since I've been sick, I've been like coughing and peeing my clothes constantly, even my sheets, which was gross. And I had to clean it with Dawn in the sink. And I cleaned some of my clothes with Dawn because there was no detergent. And then I found the Tide because I put it away so that it wouldn't be abused, you know, because it was in the closet, but I had it out here where we could see it, and it was being used, you know. And I looked and counted how many were in it, and I took one for myself and I put it in a little like one of these little pocket drawers here. There's like these shelves, and they got like these little bins that go in there like a drawer, and I forgot to put it there, and because I wasn't sleeping, like of course I'm gonna fucking forget, and um, and plus I wasn't even thinking about it. It wasn't for me. It was just so we have it, you know, because the whole house like. When I asked her for detergent and all, she didn't say like it's for the whole house, but I assumed that much, and we all did because it's Tide, you know, and it's pods. But she asked me what I needed and got me stuff, just like the two towels that came. I gave one to the house. I took one. There was three tubes of toothpaste. Of course, I'm not gonna take all that's not for me. I gave her two toothbrushes. I took one. I gave one to the house. You know, I don't steal or like hoard or any of that crap. And so like right now, I'm doing a load of laundry. I had to clean the donations again, and I had to clean some rest of my clothes, and I still got to do my sheets, but they're not too bad. Because I just did them, you know, like the other day, you know, as much as I could possibly do, but without using shit because other people got to use them too. I think there's two or three left, but I know my roommate needed to do some wash. I think I told her if you do, the pods are almost empty, so I found them. Because a lot of people here have their own fucking detergent, you know? Like, they have a lot of their own shit, and instead of using their shit, they're using the house's shit. You know, and then she wants to say she'd rather the house have stuff than her have, like, her extra stuff or whatever. And I don't believe that either. Plus, there's kind of a couple here, and they've been here the longest. So, it's very uncomfortable. It's like, just really uncomfortable. So I've been hanging out here. I hang out here from 3 a.m. till fucking 1 p.m. to let them sleep and all. Fuck that shit. It's my room too. I'm putting the light on. I'm coming in. Especially when they're in bed all fucking day. That's all they do. Get up to smoke cigarettes. I don't know. Get up to spend some time with your boyfriend. It's not your house, and you're not a couple. Like we're not your kids, and we're not your family. So that's craziness. And I actually bonded with her and my roommate, my other roommate. I like her, but I'm not stupid. I know what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with diagnoses and people out of prison, fresh out of prison, or on house arrest, or not house arrest, but probation. And then there's then the guy that doesn't talk to anybody and just comes and goes to his place. I want to be like him. Because in the beginning, I was talk. I didn't have headphones. I didn't have certain things. I had to end up haunting my computer because I went out, and it was the first time I went out, and I didn't have no money. I don't have no money because my sister took it all. And she forgets. She forgets fucking apologizing to me and begging me, saying she's going to change again, and me paying enough for the landlord to not evict her. And all the money I gave her, all the months I gave her, and the 14 months that I gave her, that's $13,000 plus the $1,000 I got from my mom. So $14,000 I invested, and I'm rounding it off because it's a little more. I think it is a little more. So $14,000 didn't help you, didn't do shit for you. It sure as hell didn't do shit for me. All it did for me was get me fat and comfortable, too comfortable, and when I knew it wasn't like gonna work out, and I didn't want to be there, and I wanted to leave a long time ago, and I did it all for Harold, Jaden too, but Jaden's ungrateful, and he's a little brat. He's a little shit. I'm close to Harold. We bonded. Me and Jaden didn't. He wouldn't let me in because he's a mama's boy, and because she favors him, and he never gets spanked. But Harold does. He never gets punished. He doesn't have to get spanked. We don't do that. That was what was told. We don't do that. The father spanks, and from what I hear, the grandparents spank, but never Jaden. I don't know if they ever punished Jaden. I doubt it. He never gets fucking punished. No wonder he's a fucking brat. And I'm mad at brat. Yeah, you think? Eat a vegetable then. Do your homework then. Take a shower. Wipe your own ass. Brush your teeth. Don't talk to us a certain way. Don't throw little stupid tantrum and fits. Throwing things and because of you don't get your way or I don't know. You can't put water quick enough in your macaroni and cheese. No bowl, no spoon. Maybe it's all in your room. Let me cut the little corners off your bread too now. Fuck no. He's 10. He can wipe his own ass, I think. If not, let him deal with the shit stains for a little while. Then maybe he'll learn. Teaching him laundry too. He doesn't do his own laundry. None of them do shit but fucking play video games. Play video games, scream at the top of their lungs, drive everybody crazy. There's no family unity. They don't do anything together like as a family. Just because you're missing the man in it, and then you like after 6 years jump at the first one, and he's a plug, and I hate that word. He's a fucking dealer. He's a drug dealer. You're dating another drug dealer, Corinne. You don't learn, do you? Of course he's dating another drug junkie. If it wasn't crystal meth, it'd be cocaine. If it wasn't cocaine, it'd be alcohol. And then marijuana is irrelevant because it's always marijuana. She was always a big pothead. In high school, I had to cuss her out because she was fucking up in baseball. She gave up baseball and all that shit for pot. She and her stupid boyfriend that she was with, they're ravers and she's hooked on ecstasy in her mouth. But I'm the fucked up one, right? And I don't get my inheritance and I can't raise my kid. But she can, right? Just like my brother fucking tweaking high off of crystal meth or just come down from a fucking escapade, a run or whatever, and he gets to go looking like hell in the school and pick up my son. But I never was allowed to. I couldn't go to none of his awards, and I was clean plenty of times. So the hell with them all. I knew that shit was gonna be whacked. I knew that we were gonna end up hating each other, and she probably obviously already did, treating me like a goddamn charity case and shit. And she wasn't even good at it. And she wants recognition and credit for my recovery too. Are you shitting me, Corinne? I could have got crack any moment if I wanted to. Could have got it from next door probably. Definitely. Cooked it my damn self because definitely could have got cocaine from next door. The asshole knocks at 1:46 in the morning to take a shower to go see some bitch because he can't pay his water bill and he's got a toddler with another whore that has 4 baby daddies. And I would say that shit and it probably would hit my sister, but what the fuck? The truth hurts. You're a whore too. Talking shit about everybody. You don't even know she got 3 baby daddies. She only knows which one is she knows the only one involved that even I don't even know if he got involved. I reached out to him, I hope so. But number 3 is Harold's father. And he took Jaden because the father of Jaden wanted to kill Jaden and her if she didn't get an abortion. Because she's a big slut and likes to sleep around and didn't give a fuck and got knocked up. I'm not a working woman, a slut. Because she told me. But God forbid, a guy picks her up and offers her $1,000 because she needs a ride. She took it and she couldn't do it. She thought he could just want to get the cop or whatever. But I just can't do that. Just can't do that. But you can marry a guy to stay in Morocco, from Morocco to stay in the country for $10,000. Excuse me, and live with him while you have a boyfriend. And you can have 4 abortions and freaking go to a party and fuck everybody in the party. Suck all their dicks. I'd rather charge. Dumb bitch. So hey, all my secrets are out now. It's your turn. family threw me under the fucking bus a million times. I don't give a fuck if they didn't allow me in the funeral of my own mother. And she wanted to pull some shit when I called her from the hospital that I'm gonna ask everybody for money. And I told her, like, it got to the point where I'm like, Corinne, did you even have any clue how much money I made when I was out there? And later, I didn't know how much money you made. Like, what? Now you're gonna follow my footsteps or something? She did chatterbait with this love of her life guy that's gonna rescue her from I don't know what. He's an alright guy. He's really convincing that he's charming or whatever, but come on. He's probably playing all along to get me the fuck out of there. And I knew it was gonna happen. Because she always does that. And a lot of women do that. Your best friends, you're close, you know, and get in a relationship and sayonara. And family, what family? Especially if you don't agree or you don't want to accept it. Like, I told her, bro, you're in La La Land, not me. Like, why are you talking to me about this when I'm not interested? Like, especially the sex. Like, TMI, you know, like, she didn't always want to talk about herself. She didn't want to talk about any of the problems, any of the responsibilities. Just her stupid, like, love life and his friends. They're all whacked. But my friends suck because they smoke crack. That's the only thing bad she can say about them. And she want to talk shit about the way they live, too. You be poor, bitch. You live in the projects. You live in the fucking ghetto and then talk shit. You be homeless like me. I didn't have to be. My dad lost the house, and I went a little nuts. Go figure with this family. And I made my own mistakes, and I ended up in the state fucking hospital, bro. And that was because of my dad. If I didn't, I probably wouldn't have, because the judge said that I was free to go. Next thing you know it, they're telling me in Citrus that that's bullshit, that they turned it around and that I'm going to the state hospital. So not only did I go to state hospital for 6 months, but I spent like 5 weeks in fucking Citrus. It's like a box of a hospital. And it's a really bad one. Most of all that mental health shit's bad. They re-traumatize you, they abuse the fuck out of you, and they put all this medication that fucks you even worse. And my dad, I don't know why he did it, because I know that, like, his mother and, like, some people just don't get, they're not, you know, like, I can't explain it, like I told him on the phone last night, I was like, look, I want a relationship with my father, you know, like, if I can't have that, just leave me alone, you know, like, don't pretend you give a shit, don't pretend you care, don't act like it's that big of a deal to come all the way over here from Miami Springs. It wasn't when you dropped me here, because it's hard to find. Once you do it once or twice, you get the hang of it, you know? And he wants to bring up shit like the 7 years ago or 10 years ago that he did for me, you know? And act like, when do I get, you want out? Okay, bye. That's it. I'll never ask you for shit again. And I rarely ever do. Just like my mom giving $150,000 to my sister, me $1,000. Because I'm gonna kill myself with drugs. If I didn't do it yet, then why the fuck am I gonna do it with $150,000? She just didn't want to give me the money, just like when she was alive. She didn't want to give me anything but fucking headache and grief and verbal abuse and physical abuse. She gets all my friends away. Nobody was ever good enough, including me. Oh, you got an ugly pussy. Your lips hang too low. Your lips are all stretched out, you know. Who does that? And first of all, why are you even looking at my pussy? And your tits hang, so your tits sag, and your stomach is gross. I had a kid, bitch. I wasn't anorexic and bulimic like you, and fucking that's probably why I was premature and almost died with my lungs not fully formed. You know, and I seen her smoking a fucking cigarette that she's never smoked cigarettes before in a picture. And my sister posted that picture once. And I love that fucking picture because it shows like my real mother. She looks like a total bitch. She's just holding the cigarette like this, you know? Not Miss Martha Stewart trying to be Martha Stewart. But she never was like that because wearing fucking these nasty shorts, showing her butt cheeks in a bar, shooting darts. I hated that. My dad did too. And then she wanted to get mad because some guy grabs her ass. You were asking for it, bitch. You're married, and look at how you embarrassed my father. And she had to always go to the bar. It wasn't my dad. When he was at the bar, it was because he was avoiding her and wondering how he's gonna pay the bills that she would never like do a budget for. She couldn't buy generic. We'd have all this food in the freezer when we did have food, because a lot of times we didn't, because all she would waste his money, and he didn't have no fucking money. He started at $6 an hour. She didn't want to work. She was in and out of loony bin. He just told me how much money. I think it was 60,000 or six. I don't know. It couldn't have been 16, but he went bankrupt because of rat. He has 3 fucking young kids. He did the right thing. He quit pot so that he could get a job, a good job. He applied to the post office, the fire department, and FEC, and he got his favorite. He was really disappointed in not getting the others, but he still. I'm kind of glad he didn't. You know, I mean, it was dangerous enough to fire the train, but the fire department. I'm really glad he wasn't a firefighter. I would have been proud of him though if he was. I'm proud of him now too. I'm gonna cry. I get emotional. He's a good dad, but not anymore. Not to me. I mean, other than talking on the phone, I guess that's good enough. But am I in prison? Kind of feels like it. You know. Then he wants to give me remorse when grief or whatever when I'm in fucking South Carolina saying always never done no credit. As soon as I get back here I'm gonna be on the pipe and shit, and that I broke his heart being over by Iggy's. If I broke your heart being over there, then why didn't you do something better to help me? You know, like at least I had a place to live that was safe enough. There's cameras, safe enough, you know. There's cameras, and Alex would help me, and like freaking the millionaire owner, you know, like, and over there the whole community helps people, and I mean, like the other day, like that's why I went all the way over there, like, yeah, to see my friend and maybe to smoke a joint, but that didn't even end up happening. I don't think. Yeah, I got a little bud in the end, you know, but I had to smoke it out of fucking what looked like a crack pipe. And I demanded to have one that was clean because he's like, "Oh no, it's all gone. It's not in there." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm not doing it. I want one that's clean." And he found one that was clean. That he said, "This is just for weed." And I know he's not lying to me, you know. And so yeah, the lady gave me $20 because I was looking at their food and I was wondering how much it was. And I told the story before already. I don't have to say it again. So I got $20 from some lady, some stranger, like nothing. And I got a fucking copoletta from another guy that I could tell he didn't even really want to do it, but he did it anyway because I was hungry. It's like, "You're hungry?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm hungry." And I didn't ask him for money, I asked him for food. And do you think that I want to do that? Do you think it's fun doing that? Because it's not. I did it for Alex because there was food back here. Just when I got the $20, I was like, "What am I going to buy other than a bus pass?" You know, like, what do I really need and want? And I had already seen the crack from Alex. I could have gone right back with the $20 like I used to in the past and fucking got a rock. But I didn't. Instead, I handled business. I went to Yami's Bakery to pay my debt, so I gave my phone number to the mother because she wasn't there. She tried calling her, she didn't answer. I owe her $200. And it's not even all my debt. It's from when I was with James. And then I went to the pharmacist because I want to use him as my pharmacist because he's always helped me. And the last time I was really down and out, he gave me a $10 bill. When he was closing, he didn't have to. And he was hesitant about it, you know, because he needs his money too. Just because he's the owner or whatever doesn't mean, or the head pharmacist or whatever the fuck, it doesn't mean he works for free. Or he doesn't have bills and a family. He's a really nice guy. They all are. And I tried to pay back the $5 to the lady that gave me $5. She said, "No, if it doesn't use it for yourself, pay me another time." You know, because I was like, "I have 20, you know, take 5. So they were running my insurance that's supposed to be active, but there seems to be a block against my Medicaid because of some third party shit and whatever. It's supposed to be resolved, or we'll find out when they bill Safe Future. So when the fuck am I getting my medication? You know, like this isn't helping. And I'm pretty sure that it's not la. That's what we think bill is. It's where the fuck's the fucking numbers? And you guys are an organization that should be able to find Ambetter's number easier than me. You should be able to resolve this issue to the point where all I gotta do is call them with the policy number and fix it. That's why I'm like, I don't need a case manager. I don't need this shit. I could do it on my own. I don't need the aggravation and the promises and the delay. And she had massive attitude with me, and she's always had attitude with everybody, that lady. I remember her Millennium. I don't like her. I still give her my sweater, though, and I still was polite enough. But I know now that I don't like her. And whatever issues you have, whatever, like, you're working. It's a job. Don't treat me like shit. I'm not one of those other fucking retards in there that's gonna take it. All because I'm in a fucked up, taking me a fucked up chair to sit in. Because I'm a really big girl in this tiny ass little chair that might break. Oh, because she's big too. No, don't compare me to you. And telling me, don't you dare sit on that floor. No, you don't want to sit on the floor. I told you that yesterday. Fuck you. If I want to sit on the fucking sit on the floor. But I'm not going to do that because you'll probably make some big deal about it. Like I killed somebody. And it doesn't look right or whatever. So let me fucking go outside. Like, what the fuck is this bullshit that I gotta stay in here? I don't. And I'm even being nice enough to even like let them tell me without doing it on my own, you know? Without just getting up and walking out. Because they bring me there like if I'm supposed to see the psychiatrist right away. And the whole point of me going there later in the day was because there's certain people that I needed to talk to, and it was all ass backwards. And so I'm there, you know, I'm rushed downstairs to see the psychiatrist. I'm in the chair. You know, this old man's got the nice chair, and I'm a woman, and I'm a boy, but he's an old man, so fuck it, I don't care. But the point is, this line starts building up for the psychiatrist, mostly men, and they're all getting in front of me, you know? And I'm like, what's going on here? You know, like, and I asked something about it, and I was talking, of course, maybe what I said wasn't like they didn't like. I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. But point being, I said, oh wow, I thought I was a priority, you know, because I'm new or whatever. And they were already like the same clients, you know. Plus, you know, you would think good customer service and all, and common sense would be get the new one so you could have more. And I already didn't want to be there, and I already didn't want to hire her, and I'm not hiring her because she's a cunt, another whacked ass string that doesn't listen. So wants to push their shit like a magic fucking pill for nightmares. So, the lady like snaps at me and butts into the conversation or whatever, saying that I'm last. I said I'm last, and I was like, well, do I have to sit here? Like, I was charging my phone because it was almost dead, and I was polite to the guy who was sitting in the chair because I had to go behind him to plug it in. And he was cool. The guy in the chair seemed nice, and you know the client, and so whatever. And I wasn't rude or nothing with anybody, including the clients. You know, which is my choice if I want to be. But I'm just saying, I know how to handle myself with professionally or whatnot. You know, it's too early for this, but I just woke up a little while ago, and I took care of my food stamps. I kept falling asleep and dropping my phone. I've dropped this shit so many times. It's actually a pretty good phone because it's not cracked yet. I think it's like a tiny little, tiny little crack. But for the most part, it's straight. So she's like snaps at me and like real rude and harsh because she's like that. She's real. I don't know. She's mean, and I remember her. She used to snub me all the time in fucking Millennium, and she pretended not to, you know, like really fucking fake and two-faced in the office, and or not to remember who I was. And she goes, so she snaps me that I'm last, and I said, well, what do I have to stay here? Like, do I have to sit here? Like, if I'm last, then what the fuck? There's like 8 people in front of me, you know, that I saw, and it was like gonna take 20 minutes, you know. And she's like, well, where do you want to sit? And I was like, outside. Fine, go outside then. She's like, fuck you too, bitch. So I went outside. And I, and when I first got there, I didn't know she was coming. What is that right in front of me? And how could you not? We discussed this already. And I was supposed to handle some of it on my own, but I couldn't because I lost the policy, the little paper of the policy. I think I gave it back to her. I don't know where I put that shit, but that's irrelevant. I had to find Ambetter's number and I couldn't because I've done this before. I did it when I left. When I left the program, Artstone, when I went to my sister's, I called Ambetter because I was thought they were my insurance, and supposedly that they became my insurance without my permission when I was in Artstone. All I know is that I even called like Artstone for some information, and like, it was like the runaround, you know. But eventually it got resolved because I had Humana through Medicaid over there. That's another thing I want to switch from Humana to Simply, but that's not too much of a big deal. We can do that. We can fix that because I don't like Humana. But who knows? I might keep it because I'm tired and it's a hassle. But the point is, didn't sign up to be treated like shit. And I have every right to go where the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want, you know? Regardless, I'm in some stupid adult daycare program, you know? And I met the supervisor because the therapist, I told her, she said she needed to talk to the supervisor or something. And I asked, because I wasn't coming up in the computer, and then we figured it out that it was this other girl that has the same name, like first and last, that I met in Citrus that doesn't like me because I have the same name. It's a bitch, it's a married last name. And what's the big fucking deal? And the guy was being an asshole from the get go, and I looked at him and I said, "What am I too feminist for you to do too much of a voice? Because I can find another program. It's no problem. Because I told him like I'm down with this shit coming once in a while, but if I want to leave, I'm gonna leave. Like I'm gonna come and go as I please. Like I'm not gonna sit there and fucking color when I have something better to do. Or listen to some nonsense, or have somebody talk to me a certain way that I don't want to be talked to. I'll just get up and leave. I'm waiting for that fucking bus pass so I can. I'm waiting for money so I have something to work with. Thank God for headphones. I don't like them though, they're uncomfortable. Pea soup for breakfast. I don't really like breakfast anymore. Most breakfasts are sweet. And it's really good. I didn't get to eat it last night. I ended up eating the Sloppy Joe's. It's not exactly hot anymore, but fuck it. Tastes good. I'm hungry. Not ravenous, but hungry. And luckily my stomach's not bothering me too much. My laundry's done, about to put in the dryer. I swept my floor already and picked up some trash I had under my bed because I was being lazy. And I have another bag that I want to use for the bathroom garbage. And that lady that fucking complains that she's the only one who does it. I did already once. I haven't been here that long, and it's her fucking dirty diapers. Mostly. That's just disgusting. There's supposed to be a bag inside, and there's no bag. Like, the place isn't all that great. As much as people say. They're not. That's because they want to make this their home for the fucking rest of their life, not me. He's like the assholes I don't like. Like a real big one that tried me the other night that I told him I don't like you and everything else. We had words. And this other guy would say, like, if I would have, like, stayed quiet, he could have had that. I don't need you to fucking rescue me. I don't need nobody to stand up for me. I can stand up for myself. So, whatever, like, I did something wrong. And he disrespected me. He's in my space. He's bothering me, And, every time he sees me, he, like, runs away like a cockroach. I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, I'm not even gonna talk to your ass. I don't see you. Want sympathy for slipping up and buying bad Coke, throwing up in the toilet? You deserved it. And like, the boohoo me and then keep repeating the same shit over and over again. crocodile tears. A bunch of other shit too. But my sister really, I couldn't believe it. I can't believe how bad she is. She is worse than when I lived with her at my dad's house, and she was a drunk, a bad alcoholic. She's a nasty, mean alcoholic, like my mother. And she might start off cool, but that shit gets nasty real quick. Like you think she's having fun and nice and all that stuff, and then you realize, wow, this person's a bitch. Let me get away from him. Because I'm always skeptical when I'm around someone drinking. I'm like, I don't like to be around people drinking. Because they usually turn into jerks. And I'm like a really friendly drunk. But I don't even drink anymore. I haven't drank in so long. I haven't gotten drunk in like I don't even know how long. I don't like to. Who does? Oh, the last time I got drunk was in Millennium when I relapsed. We needed a vacation with the house mom. The other girl that I told a story about that story. But yeah, I don't want to rehash that one because it wasn't that fun. And Kenny felt just a dick. I'm getting my marijuana card. I just have to research how much that shit's gonna cost. Because when I was in Evolutions, there was one girl that told me about it and it wasn't too bad. But then I don't know because some people say you have to keep paying, like every now and then you gotta pay some more money towards it. And then others say it's like a one-time fee, and then you pay like when you get your prescriptions, you pay for the shit or whatever the fuck. I don't know how it works, but I'll figure it out. I've been wanting that shit for the longest and putting it off. I'm gonna get it. I'll probably get that before I get my driver's license. To be honest with you, I want to fly first. Just kidding. It's not crack. You ever sick the dick for marijuana? Get off the stage. Half baked, man. This is just funny as fuck. I don't know what I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna enjoy my weekend. That's all I know. I ain't gonna call fucking the landlord either over some bullshit. I just be like, I'm out of here. If I have to, I'll leave. Excuse me. But I shouldn't have to. I'm just be like, leave me the fuck alone and get out of my face. The politeness goes out the door if you're gonna step on my feet. And that's why I'm staying over here. I'm not even going in the house anymore. Just the kitchen, in the house for what I need, and that's why I missed the order. And I don't even know if it came or not for real. Like, because if they can hide soda in their rooms, they can hide other things in their rooms, right? And the way that she was acting was like I'm fucking like lying about it, And the landlord, and it's like, I'm telling you what they're telling me, and I didn't find it, Like, I didn't get the order. I went to sleep and woke up and hoped the order was here, found out the order did come, and there was nothing but bread, bananas, juice, and soda. And not all the juice and not the soda. The soda was missing, and not all the juice was there. And I mentioned to my roommate, and then all of a sudden, I told her if it's for the house, it should be visible. It should be where it's supposed to be. And then she's, like, I was saying all this shit, and all of a sudden, like, it appears in the fridge, the missing items, but not the whole order. It was 3 gallons of milk, she said. She said meat. She said something about big, but she could be confused because I don't think she was confused, though. She's not like that, She's not on drugs. And freaking... she maintains a household with children. I'm pretty sure she could do a fucking grocery order, and not get confused with an old order. She sent me the picture of it, and one of the guys that's been here longer that I call Captain, and this whole seniority shit, I thought was cool at first, and I initially said it, or whatever, and it's like this isn't a job with seniority. This is a independent living facility with people that are sick or whatever the fuck, you know? Some are sicker than others. And what's right is right. Because you don't want it done to you, you know? We're all contributing. Like, I'm going to be contributing more, and I contribute already enough. And then that's another thing I need to research and see. Not research, but I need to look at my receipts from the orders that I did since I've been here to see how much I invested already, you know? And that was borrowed. Just like when I got the 100 and I paid her back, I paid her immediately some money. I gotta get my laundry before somebody ruins it. But I'm not gonna rush. Fuck that shit. You know, because the asshole's up. And that's something like he would do. I don't underestimate him. And if he had the opportunity to kill me, I'm pretty sure he would. That's how crazy he is. He is a habitual. And he seems to hate me. Which probably because I'm a confident, outspoken, no shit taking white girl. See, this is where I'm supposed to screw a guy, from what I'm told. Because there's no cameras. Like, I'm desperate like that? I don't think so. And, because apparently some people that were here did it. Still, I'm never gonna get rid of this cold completely. No, I take it back. I am. Positivity, when there's a positivity. But, I love that smell. Tide. Tide is the best. But it isn't always the best. Like, there's other ones that are just as good. They're good enough. Like Fab. I like Fab. And Gain is alright, but I don't like Gain. It reminds me of Cindy. My ex's baby's mama. And I don't hate her or anything. It just reminds me of her. And she used to irritate me back then. And that's part of why I'm pretty much straight and don't like eating pussy anymore. Traumatized. I gotta take her dress out and hang it. It's just not easy. I sat on the floor a couple times before, but I don't feel like doing that right now. Because then I want to get up. I'm tired too. I'm heavy. I'm still not lazy and doing my shit. I want to save my strength though for when I really need it. This dress has to come out. It has to be hanging. It's bad enough I'm washing it in the washing machine. And it's like that commercial that the girl puts the fucking dress that needs to be dry cleaned in the fucking machines. I had it on delicate though. Excuse me, I forget, like separating colors from whites and shit. Do I look rich? Clean the filter. It is a really pretty house. You know? I just think it needs a little work. Upkeep, but she's already spent, from when I've been here, she's spent a lot of fucking money. You know? I don't know how much, like, she's really getting out of this business. You know? Because she hasn't had it that long. I keep hearing that they've been here 2 years, and she says, I haven't even had it 2 years. You know? But then my friend, I'm like, you mean like 1 year and then the next year, like 2 years have come into play, but not an actual whole 24 months. Look at this. I don't know who's cleaning that. Guess the personal maid that comes every day in this. Mamacita. Buenos días. So, I'm just let it sit there. Tengo dolor de la espalda. ¿Duerme bien? Cuídate, cuídate, porque no es. Cool, somebody else is out. It's the weekend too, like you could sleep at any given moment, you know. I need to get a lamp, like a tiny little lamp for over here to put on the table because it drives me nuts when I can't see, you know. And this light here gets on my nerves. That shit gets on my nerves because it's like right in my fucking face all night long. And the door slides out from inside the wall. So I put it like with a little crack, you know. Makes it a little more tolerable. But that's for the old lady, you know, like so she doesn't trip or anything, you know. I'm assuming it's just for her. I mean, maybe it's for everybody, but I'm good with pitch dark. Usually better. Shit, I might not want to ever wake up if I'm in the pitch dark. I love doing that at Crossway Motel, making it completely dark and with the AC kicking and just that big ass comfy bed. And it being a hotel, you don't gotta clean anything, even though we still would clean up before we left. My Sofia Vergara dress is still okay. It's a strange material, but like texture of the material. But it's nice. And then I got I think this is the Avenue. I got this for like $5 at Goodwill when I first moved over there. No, it's Ashley Stewart. But I like this part. That's what I like about it, the jeans. And it's just a simple black dress. And it's like a rayon kind of material. I don't know, polyester or something. So I've been productive for the past couple hours or whatever, trying to delete some shit on my phone and looking at some orders of what I can afford to get. And I'm gonna go to. That's what I'm gonna do now after I end this, and I'm gonna listen to music like I always do and be bored as fuck, and pray my ass off so that I can get my shit straight and get the fuck out of here as soon as possible. God, I hope I don't end up like stuck here, you know, where like I was at my sister's. No motivation to shit, just the basics. But I had motivation, and I was doing. But I mean, I didn't have transportation, I didn't have money because it was all going to the house and the kids. She started out alright in the beginning because she had money and had a good job, but like reciprocating or whatever, or it was like you're not gonna go without anything. What does you need? You know, like, and it was always attitude too. Like she likes to buy people. Maybe she has to buy people. She's fucking atrocious. I hate saying that about my own fucking blood, but it's the truth. It's sad. It's really sad. And I mean, I worry about the kids and I care, but I'm so fucking exhausted that I don't give a shit no more. That's their family. You know, hopefully he makes it. I'm rooting for them, both of them, especially my little Harold. But hopefully they make it. I can't do anything about it. It's like history repeating itself. So much for breaking the chains, you know, breaking the cycle of toxicity and dysfunction and abuse and neglect. She's just repeating it. She's not breaking it. Because she's too much pride to get her own therapy and fix herself up, you know? I really don't know what her excuse is, but it's not my problem anymore. I told her don't fucking ask me for shit anymore ever again. Like, now I know, you know? I called her delusional because she is. And I thought that my friend wasn't talking to me because they were friends again or whatever. And she's mad at me. She said, hell no. She's just been busy. So I still don't have much secrets because I sent a guy to get them, and he took what he wanted, and he even put a lucky, so it's kind of funny. I think he took. Excuse me. I smoked one initially when I got the pack. Gave, and the lighter didn't happen, but I think I have the lighter around here somewhere. I just gotta find it because it was in this room, you know. All I know is that I gave 2 to Regla, and I gave 1 to the young guy, and I smoked one, so that's 4. And when I counted them, I had 10 left. So he must have took 6, and then I gave 1 recently to when I woke up to the other guy, and I smoked 1. So I guess I have 8 left. But they're probably not gonna last, and I'll probably just smoke them this weekend. I'm supposed to get more on Monday, but I have backups. I have the 2 packs of Show Sweets, which you can't really get upset when you send somebody to the store and they didn't have Blue Palmas. The sweets aren't too bad. It just reminds me of Alex. I mean, I'm not crazy about the sweets, but I really wanted the fucking Blue Palmas, man. Damn it, I was craving that shit. Those are nice. I like the taste. Either way, it's for the tobacco, so fuck it. And I haven't really even needed to smoke that bad, like, because I don't have it, so I'm not, how, you know, if you don't have it, you just go through it, right? And I quit because I was smoking weed, wake and baking or whatever. Wake and bake, but I wasn't even smoking that much of that either, I had things to do. And I'm not going to sit around and just get high, And I don't even want to do it to get high. I want to do it to feel relaxed and my mind's not so going crazy, and I can like organize my thoughts clearer and better sleep, less nightmares, never the munchies. Maybe if it's like, I guess a significant kind of like one strain or whatever that just happens to give me the munchies. But in fact, I don't like to smoke and eat because then I feel like I gotta smoke again. I don't know if it's true, it takes your high away, but that's another thing. I don't even feel high. Like when I was smoking that shit, I didn't even feel like high. Like the Hialeah shit, I felt high because I took like 1 token. I felt instantly guilty for what I don't know, probably because of the stupid shit that's gone on. And then I went, or like maybe I wasn't in the mood to smoking, and I just wrong time. But then when I kept smoking, and I realized how good it was. I was like, man, this shit is like taking my pain away. I'm not coughing. My asthma's not here. Like so yeah, but it was making me sad because I didn't want to be there. And I was there because I kind of had to be, Like, no real celebration. Fucking going over there and wasting my time and money and not being appreciated, by any of them. So, yeah, that's what's on my mind. How am I going to get through another day here? Peace.